Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how the accommodation industry and globalization influence each other and what the challenges and opportunities this industry faces in our modern world. First of all, the accommodation industry includes hotels, hostel, resorts, Airbnb, and serviced apartment. It is closely linked to tourism, business travel, education, and migration. In fact, it represents around 30 to 40% of the global tourism economy. This means that every time we travel, whether for leisure, work, or study, the accommodation industry plays a central role in shaping our experience. Here's today's table of content. Now, let's look at how this industry has influenced globalization. First, it promotes cultural exchange. When people travel, they interact with different cultures and develop a deeper understanding of the world. Second, it drives economic growth by creating jobs and supporting local infrastructure from restaurants to transportation. Third, we've seen business expansion through global hotel brands like Marriott, Hilton, and Airbnb, which connect travelers to familiar service worldwide. And finally, the industry has contributed to urban globalization, turning cities like Dubai, Singapore, and Barcelona into internationally recognized destinations. Of course, globalization has also shaped the accommodation industry in many ways. First, there's market expansion. Thanks to low-cost airlines and online booking platforms like Booking.com and Expedia, travel is easier and more affordable than ever. Second, digital transformation is changing the guest experience from AI-based recommendation to smart hotel rooms. Third, globalization has increased competition between local hotel and global chains. Small family-run accommodation now compete with international brands. And finally, there's growing pressure for sustainability. Travelers are becoming more conscious of environmental and social issues. Let's move on to the challenges and opportunities this industry faces. Challenging challenges include demand fluctuations caused by global crises such as the pandemic, labor shortage, especially in hospitality, and environmental and social impact from over-tourism. But there are also great opportunities. A shift towards sustainable tourism focusing on eco-friendly operations, digital transformation using AI and a lot to improve efficiency and customer experience, and local cultural branding, where communities showcase their unique identity to attract travelers. Next, let's look at some advantages and disadvantages of the accommodation industry. It contributes significantly to the economy and creates millions of jobs. It encourages intercultural understanding and global cooperation. However, it can lead to over-tourism and environmental damage. It sometimes causes a loss of local culture and identity, and it may widen income inequality between global corporation and local businesses. To sum up, the accommodation industry acts as a global connector, bridging culture, economic, and technologies. But its future will depend on how well it can balance growth with responsibility. We all, as travelers and consumers, also play a role in shaping that future by making thoughtful choices about where and how we stay. Discussion question is the industry making the world better or not? These are differences. Thank you for listening.